Good day, guys. I hope you are still well. Today we are doing multiplication and division of fractions. Let's start with multiplication. So for multiplication, say for instance you have a over b multiplied by m over n. So when you have an equation like this, what you do is simply multiply the numerators and then you divide them by the product of denominators. So it will be b multiplied by n, and then you simplify when needs be. So it's gonna be a m all over b n. And then for division, when you have a over b divided by m over n, what you do is that you write your first fraction, which is a over b, and then you change the division sign into multiplication. So you write multiplication and then you do the reciprocal of the next fraction, or simply put, you just make the denominator the numerator and the numerator the denominator. So you just swap them and then you do the multiplication as usual. You're gonna have a multiplied by n all over b multiplied by m. Let's do a few examples. So say for instance you have 3 over 5 multiplied by 1 over 3. So what you're gonna do here is simply multiply your numerators 3 multiplied by 1 all over 5 multiplied by 3. So this can be simplified to 3 multiplied by 3 is 3 all over 5 multiplied by 3 is 15. So this is your answer, but you can simplify it because 3 goes into 3 once and then 3 goes into 15 5 times. So that would be your final answer. Let's do another example. Say you have 1 over 4 multiplied by 5 over 6 multiplied by 1 over 2. When you have it like this, feel free to pause the video and do it on your own and then compare your answer with mine. You're gonna say 1. Remember, you multiply your numerators. So you're gonna have and then you also multiply your denominators. One multiplied by 5 multiplied by 1 is 5 all over 4 multiplied by 6 multiplied by 2, it's 48. So that is your final answer. Let's go to division. Say for instance you have 3 over 5 divided by 1 over 2. You're gonna see 3 over 5, which is your first fraction. You change division into multiplication and then you swap your numerator and the denominator. So you're gonna have 2 over 1. Remember, we had 1 over 2. Here it's gonna be 2 over 1, and then multiply as normal. So it's gonna be 3 multiplied by 2 all over 5 multiplied by 1. 3 multiplied by 2 is 6, and then 5 multiplied by 1 is 5. So that would be your final answer. Let's do the one that's more sophisticated. So see, you have 3 over 4 divided by 1 over 4 divided by 2 over 3. So when you have it like this, you're gonna write, remember, your first fraction, which is 3 over 4. And then you change the division sign into multiplication. And then you swap the next fraction. So remember, you're gonna swap your denominator and the numerator. So we had 1 over 4, we're gonna have 4 over 1. And then here also we have a division, so you're gonna change that division as well to multiplication and then swap the numerator and the denominators. So we had 2 over 3, we're gonna have 3 over 2. So let me write it down here. So when you have it like this, it's gonna be 3 multiplied by 4 multiplied by 3 all over 4 multiplied by 1 multiplied by 2. So 3 multiplied by 4 multiplied by 3 is 36 all over 4 multiplied by 1 multiplied by 2 is 8. So this answer can be simplified because 4 goes into 36 9 times, and then 4 also goes into 8 2 times. Let's do another example where we mix both multiplication and division. So we're gonna have 3 over 7 multiplied by 5 over 2 divided by 3 over 2. So when you have a fraction like this, remember, you're gonna write your first fraction. It's gonna be 3 over 7, and then it's multiplication, which means we don't have a problem here. So we're gonna multiply by 5 over 2. Here now we have a division, so we're gonna change that division into multiplication and swap the next fraction. Our next fraction is 3 over 2, so we're gonna swap the numerator and the denominator. So we're gonna have 2 over 3. Then you simply gonna multiply as normal. So you're gonna have 3 multiply by 5 multiply by 2 all over 2. Okay, it was 7, sorry, all over 7 multiply by 2 multiply by 3, which is going to give us 3 multiply by 5 multiply by 2 is 30 all over 7 multiply by 2 multiply by 3 is 42. So the answer can be simplified to 15 all over 21, because 2 goes into 30 15 times, and then it also goes into 42 21 times. Let's do the last example. So when you have 5 over 2 divided by 1 over 3 multiplied by 1 over 2. So when you have it like this, remember, you're gonna hide your first fraction, which is 5 over 2, and then change the division sign into multiplication. Then you're gonna swap the next fraction. We had 1 over 3, we're gonna have 3 over 1, and then it's multiplication here, so we don't need to swap here. is gonna be 1 over 2. So when you have it like this also, you're gonna multiply 5 multiply by 3 multiply by 1, and also multiply your denominators. So it's gonna be 2 multiply by 1 multiply by 2. So 5 multiply by 3 multiply by 1 is 15, and then 2 multiply by 1 multiply by 2 is 4. That would be your final answer. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you on the next video.